All right, I am hoping to warm up today on Monday, November 4th with this week's Quiptic Crossword, set this time by Anto. I hope it'll be a gentle one. Get me ready for the daily cryptic. All right, gather heat is on the rise. I think it's going to be a phrase for gather something up. Heat is on the rise. Oh, heat could be, well, packing heat, but could be the police. Gather something up. No, I don't see it. How about discover? Doctor breaking law. All right, I think the definition is discover, and we're going to put something for doctor in the middle of a word for law. Rule, act, discover. Doctor could be DR or MD. I think DR is more likely. No, I don't see that. Maybe I should have warmed up with the cryptic. Neglected old Germans suspended heartlessly. Well, the heartlessly sounds like wordplay, some word without its middle letters. Old can be O, Germans. Well, German. Yeah, why is it plural? If they just wanted to give us a G or a D, DE for Germany. Um, not thinking of another word for neglected. No, ignored is too long. Oh, maybe ignored minus the G and the O, suspended from a word for. Oh, then maybe the definition is heartlessly, coldly, maybe. Yeah, but I don't see it. Okay. Squalid, mix of skin and ice. All right, must be an anagram of skin and ice. And it means squalid. Oh dear. Not seeing anything jump out at me. Yeah, where's that K going to go? Is it going to go with the N or go with the C? Is there any prefix in there? IN maybe. No, boy, I'm really struggling today. Said to invest heavily in support for electricity grid. All right, well, this might begin with a P if one across ends in up. So it sounds like a homophone. To invest heavily. Plump or yeah, oh my goodness. Support for pylon. I mean, I was just thinking, what is a support for electricity? And thought of a pylon. So does pile on, I think that generally nowadays has a meaning more of when someone is being attacked, others pile on. Um, but maybe it is invest heavily too. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Concierge takes time. Removing new floor cover. Maybe it's a word for concierge. We add a T, takes time, and then we remove N for new, and we're left with a floor cover. Linoleum, carpet, some kind of rug. What's another word for a concierge? No, my goodness. All right, notes from Greek character as written. Yeah, could it be a hidden clue from Greek character? No, notes from Greek, maybe? No. Where glances may be traded quickly. Wow. Um, no idea about that. Yeah, I think it's just me this morning that I got up on the wrong side of the bed, or actually I slept very well, so I can't blame that. All right, how about it illuminates? I think that might be the definition. Talk depicting prominent facial feature. Wow. What is a prominent facial feature? The nose, of course. Eye, something eye. It illuminates. Is there some eye that illuminates? We do have that N. No. Okay. Naughty. Introductions for burlesque leave us excited. Okay, this is a clue in the style of Everyman, where the introductory letters for burlesque leave us excited spell blue, which can mean naughty. All right, to get away from people, doctor flies to Sale. There is a town called Sale, all right, in England, but um, I'm thinking to get away from people is the definition. Or it could be a sale, like half off, or no. Murderous Scottish couple attach odd batches to them. Wow. Oh, could it be Burke and Hare? They were a murderous Scottish. They weren't a couple, but two chaps who were supplying cadavers to the medical school. Um, Murder. Oh no, it could be the Macbeths. Yes, and I think is it attach odd. Oh yeah. So I think there's some sort of anagram going on. Maybe batches and them. Yes, I think that's what it is. There we go. I hope I haven't put a jinx on myself by mentioning their name. Anyway, so let's see what that does. I'll go back to the 5 down. Damage. Trip had on intimate. Uh, Trip had on is 9 letters. So I'm wondering if we anagram or damage that to get a word or a phrase for intimate. I'm thinking something like tete-a-tete, tete-a-tete. Yeah, so is it something or something I part? No, I need more letters for that. Get rid of. French author that's rejected publicity. All right, I think it's going to mean get rid of. And we have to think of a French author. Oh, yes. So I was just trying to think of the best known French authors, and Proust came to mind. and if you remove PR for publicity, you get oust. All right. Dish causing tension during dinner with fool. I think it might be a dish. Something lamb or tension. Excuse me. Dinner with fool. Something lass. Oh, a dish, maybe an attractive woman, but L and ass. Dinner with fool. No. How about little Edward accepts present is tied up. So I'm thinking it's going to be probably Ted. I want it to be tethered would be tied up. And we do have Ted. Now, is that E or this ear? Little Edward accepts. I think, yeah, present, I think. Oh, here's the, I'm confused on this one. Because present, I'm thinking, is when they do roll call and you say present, but you might also say here. So what is this T doing? Oh, maybe it's present. And if you present something, you might say there. There you go. Is that it? I'm not sure. All right, where glances may be traded quickly. Something sight? Yeah, I don't get that one. All right, spits on formal hat. Sweet. All right, I think it's going to be a dessert of some kind. Oh, could it be something on a topper? Gobstopper, yes. Yes. Gobbing, what a horrible trend that was during the punk era. I'm sure it predates that and it lived after that, but oh, yes. Anyway, yeah, so gobs on a topper and a. Do they still make gobstoppers? Never a big fan of them, but anyway. Policy to have Tiber redirected. That's depraved. Well, with the B, I think we're going to anagram or redirect Tiber. And then policy maybe is going to go around it, 4-letter policy. And it's going to mean depraved. Yeah, I'm thinking libertine, maybe? Oh, yes. Your policy on something, maybe your line. We take this line, politicians might say. All right. One is an exhibitionist out of habit. Well, habit is often used as a synonym for clothing, so I think you would be an exhibitionist out of habit. Out can be an anagram indicator, but we don't have 8 letters. Streaker? I think it might be streaker. Now I have the Ray Stevens song stuck in my head, as I often do for some reason. I'm going to put it in. It seems a little weak as a cryptic because while there are other meanings of exhibitionist, I don't know, I think that's just too close. Anyway, setter and solver. I'm wondering if that could be me and you. Make alternative version of us. Yeah. I think Paul is referring, not Paul, I don't know why I said Paul. Anto is referring to himself as me and the solver as you. All right. May as well finish the downs. Sign. Church is involved in waste. I think the definition might be sign, and we put CE or CH for church inside a 4-letter word for waste. I need more for that. Imagine. Writer producing uplifting piece of meditation on Nelson. Wow. There's an awful lot in that. Yeah, no idea. Artist has working method. That's clear. Yeah, so I think artist is often RA, member of the Royal Academy. Working could be on, something, if your radio is working, it's on. Method that's clear. I was just wondering about rayon, but that's not really clear. No, nothing for that. And we'll finish. In the middle of desert, family creates a suburban home. No. In the middle of desert, in the middle of Sahara, or family creates. No. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Recognize, oddly missing periods of time. All right, I can handle this. We're going to miss out the odd letters of recognize, and we're going to be left with eons. One walking round bar to find bouncer. I think it might be one walking, well, maybe just even one walking promenader, or round could be an O. Bar has a lot of different meanings. And then a bouncer could be a kangaroo, or yeah, maybe bouncer is the definition, and it's going to be it's something you bounce on, and I think it's going to be trampoline. So one walking is a tramp, round is an O, and bar can be a line. I suppose maybe that's from punctuation. A little bar can be a line. All right, Yankees in turmoil due to such economic policies. All right, I think it's an anagram of Yankees in, and I think it's something to do with Maynard Keynes. Is that how you pronounce his name? Oops. So I think it's Keynesian. All right. Able to follow, exercise nut. Well, with the P, I'm thinking exercise is PE. Nut can be slang for your head. Oh, see, yeah, maybe, yes. No, it's actually a nut. Able is can, and that follows the exercise to give you. Well, there are different ways of pronouncing, and people in Texas feel strongly, I think, that it should be one way up that rather than the other. So either pecan or pecan. Anyway, take your pick. It is a nice nut, I have to say. All right, dull path around home. Dull might be routine. And yes, Path is root, excuse me, which goes around the word in. And if you're in, you're home. All right. Surrenders and retires. All right. Well, if you retire for the night, go to bed, you turn in, and turns in might also mean surrendering, for example, your weapons. All right. Here's our sign. Church. Oh, I think it's a sign of the zodiac, Pisces. And the waste is piss. Well, thank you for that, Anto. And we have our Church of England inside it to give a sign of the zodiac. Here was our imagine. Is there a 6-letter word with those letters that means imagine? Or is it something to do with Nelson, which of course doesn't have to be Lord Nelson? Was he Alfred? Lord Nelson anyway, or Nelson Mandela. What other? There's the Nelson from The Simpsons. Writer can be pen, producing, uplifting peace. Oh, yeah, so like there seem to be too many words in this, but I just realized it's the writer of Imagine would be John Lennon. And that produces uplifting piece of so it's a hidden clue and it's uplifting, meaning it's a reversal. So starting with the L in Nelson and working backwards, we have Lennon. Yes, there we go. All right, so the bottom half is looking better. We just need to finish. Well, oh dear. Monet or Manet, surely is the artist, has working. Yes, I'm thinking just because on can mean working, it must be Monet. And we do have the MET from method. But why is that clear? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, so we may head over to 15 squared at the end just to get that fully explained. All right. Oh, okay. So what is this? Desert. Not the Gobi. What's the other? Is there another one? Yeti keeps coming to mind. Oh, I think it's a suburban home would be a semi, as in semi-detached. Is it? Yes, so sorry, it's in the middle 2 letters of desert are the S and the E, and the middle 2 letters of family are the M and the I. All right. All right. Yeah, I definitely gathered speed as I went along with that, so I think I was just, yeah, slow to start. But now, can any of these letters from the bottom half help me to get away from people? Oh, a doctor, of course, can be an anagram. Indicator, flies to sail, has 11 letters. So let's try flies to sail. Oh, self-isolate, I think. Yeah, I think that's close enough. That's a good clue. Like that. Now, 5 down. Yeah, it could still be that anagram of trip had on. and it should mean intimate, which could be an intimate, a friend, a near friend. Yeah, what's the last word going to be? Something, a riot? I don't think so. It must be IND, but that doesn't seem hind, rind. IRT. No. Intimate. Something print. All right, I paused there to clear my throat, and then I decided to work it out on paper. And I did spot the word hint could be in there, and that would leave over drop a hint. So it's not intimate in any of the meanings I was thinking. It's intimate to hint at something, drop a hint. All right, but that's helpful, I think. Ooh, yes, so a concierge might, I don't know if they're the same as a doorman. I think the doorman is lower in the pecking order in a hotel than the concierge. But a doorman, you remove the N and instead you take a T for time and you get a doormat, which covers part of the floor. All right, that gives us a nice M. Causing tension during dinner with fool. Oh, meatloaf, maybe? Oh, yeah, because we do have oaf at the end. Tension. Tension must be simply T. I wonder if that's from engineering or one of the sciences. And then dish is a meal, of course. All right. Now, oh, it's not sight. There must be something about the use of the word traded. And so there might be a commercial. Oh, I'm thinking look sharp. Oh no, look smart. Ah, yes. You might tell someone to look smart, but then it sounds like a looks mart where you trade the looks. All right. Slowly but surely, it illuminates talk depicting prominent facial feature, something ear. Yeah. No, I don't see it. Let me pause and think about phrases for gather, like pick up or, yeah, something like that. No, nothing coming to me on that. So let's try my squalid mix of skin and ice. The S and the A are good. So let's shuffle. Yeah, that K is the problem child. Oh, Dickensian. Ah, I suppose that would be squalid in a way. All right, so our gather now ends in that. Ooh, I like this. Now, notes from Greek character as written. Oh, as written is sick. And then I think we put a Greek letter in front of it, maybe mu, and we get our notes, our music. All right. Now our discover doctor breaking law. Oh, maybe the doctor is an MD, but I think there are other. Can an MB be a doctor? And then what's the law going to be? Ah, I think in slang you can rumble to something if you uncover it. And so the law is rule, which I had thought earlier, and then the doctor is MB. All right. So gather, round up, heat is on the rise. Yeah, I don't really see how round would be heat in any way. What else might it be? Now let's see if two down could begin with you. Neglected. Old Germans suspended heartlessly. No. And here's our it illuminates. Oh, lantern. Lantern something. What would the talk be? Depicting prominent facial feature. Talk might be a lecture. Lectern. Lectern something. No, I'm really struggling with these last three. Yeah, let me pause and just run through the alphabet, maybe think of some letters that might go in there, might jog my memory for something it illuminates. I wonder if it could be a bug of some kind, an insect that lights up. All right, I could not think of anything, so I had to go to wordplays.com. I'm glad I did. I've heard this phrase before, but I would never have thought of it, even though I did think of lantern. The definition is a prominent facial feature, and I have heard there's something called a lantern jaw. I may have one of those myself. And so it illuminates as the lantern, and to talk in slang is to jaw, 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 jaw. And so you get that prominent facial feature. All right, so is this going to mean neglected, absent, old Germans suspended? Yeah, maybe something goes backwards without its middle letters. Could it be heartlessly? I'm not seeing it. All right, let me pause and just think if that was a U. Oh, actually, as I put in the U, I think of unsung. Not sure why that, how it would be old Germans suspended heartlessly. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go ahead and check this. It is right. I had to click it twice to make sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be correct, but we will take a look at 15 squared. And then this must be round up. Heat is on the rise. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Anyway, let me check all. Everything's still there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by SC Chua. What on earth? A round is a heat, of course, in a competition. I was just thinking of other kinds of heat, and then up, of course, on the rise. Looks smart. Definition is hurry up. Quickly. Right. I missed that part of it. There is a lantern jaw. I think I got these other crosses. There is the pecan. All right, the downs, 2 down, unsung. Oh, oh dear, old Germans, the Huns, plus hung, minus the 2H, abbreviation for heartless. Oh my goodness. That's quite a stretch, I think. All right, pile on to invest heavily or to add something. That must be an older meaning. And then 23 down. All right. MO, of course, a modus operandi. So yeah, I was fixated on being part of it, but a working method is an MO plus net to clear. To earn a profit. Wow, clear is very, yeah, I don't know, convoluted, obscure synonym to get us to the word net. All right, and hardest Quiptic for a while. Well, it was definitely harder. Oh yeah, look at me here. I'm getting close to 40 minutes. Note to the crosswords editor, not a Quiptic, not for beginners. Yeah, so yeah, I think we had worse a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two, but I wondered whether this was intended to be the prize puzzle. Anyway, I got there, but so much for this being an easy introduction to get me ready for the cryptic. Anyway, thank you as always for watching, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.